What's up, guys? Back at it again with your host, Papee Paye on 508 Live. And today we got my man, Money Man Milheezy.
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen?
We got Fireman Burgess.
Yeah.
We got a very, very special guest, man.
Come on,
Tommy
baby.
J. Dwyer.
In the building.
And we can never forget the best producer in the world, Manny J. Media.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
You see why
I don't blame you. I'm kind of jealous, honestly. Yeah, I know. That was it. That was good. See,
I'm gonna tell you guys why we do this for Manny. First of all, my food's coming in, so bring that food in. Need that. We got food for everybody. Some empanadas.
oh, wow.
Oh, thank
Here
you.
we go. Look at this.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put that in the middle, and we're gonna get please get that
out of here.
That's for everybody, by the way.
Empanadas, yeah.
Shout out Breer, love you so much, kid in my heart. Yes. So the reason why I do this, and we do you every single time, because the type of work you put in for the team, and the type of effort you make sure making everything look great, we have to
Especially
do that.
behind the scenes.
We have to do
go
that.
unnoticed. It doesn't go
We
unnoticed.
appreciate you here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
But this is not your show.
It's not
Today's not your day.
I love to be here. Yeah.
Yeah. Today's not your day. It is Tom J. Dwyer Day.
Go. Yeah, it's a big day. It's a big
Oh
day.
my goodness,
Yeah.
man. First of all, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Super excited to be here. Love everything. I didn't know we were getting empanadas. That's a bonus.
Is
You
it-
know,
yeah.
yeah, huge bonus. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Feel free to obviously to dibble dabble.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Can I jump in?
Go ahead.
I've been following you, of course. You know, you and I.
We've known each other for a
we've
while
known
now.
each other for
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
time. And this isn't as shady as it's about to sound. But I've seen you do nearly every damn other interview in this city.
Yeah.
So is it just you're saving the best for last type energy?
No, man. You know this is a special. This is a special thing. I was waiting to get the invite.
Oh. I'm glad you gave me an invite.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So then it was my fault, not yours.
Yeah, I passed that.
And we're not going to blame
No. The middleman, you know.
Excellent.
All righty.
Yeah. Remember?
I was making sure. I thought you wanted to take over.
No. That's it. I'm going to let you think.
No, Tom, honestly, one, I want to tap into more of the mental health because that's what we really talk about here.
That's a big thing for me.
I want to talk about your upbringing, how you was raised in Worcester, how you obviously a Caucasian male, redhead. You're considered black. I've never heard that before. It's a very big thing that's trending right now. So if you're redhead, you're considered black.
I always knew that. I just never said it. You know? We had 13 DBs. I was only white DB. I was fast, you know. Fast and I hit hard. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit background about you. What school did you go to? How'd you like? What was your experience? What was your experience in Worcester?
So I grew up in Webster Square, right near South, actually.
But then go to South.
Yeah, I went to St. Peter's. You know, it was like I grew up in a middle-class Irish-American family. My dad and all my uncles were firefighters in the city. And yeah, man, I just like mental health is such a huge thing for me too, right? I had a great upbringing. I loved it, dude. It was like old school Worcester where like you hung out with all the kids in the neighborhood and like got into trouble and like threw rocks at businesses and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
So you had fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. And like, sports was a big part of my upbringing. I played football. I boxed. I did a lot of that throughout my whole childhood. But like,
nobody get David. I mean, what's it called? Tom Mad. I can say right now. I have a good friend named David Dwyer. So
no way.
Yeah, I swear.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
You don't get many Dwyers usually around here, but my dad kind of looks like Hulk Hogan. Like he has the white hair and the big white mustache. And he always just joke around with people that try and like start with him. He'd say, "You don't get a face like this from backing down." So like I was saying to Manny, I didn't always win a lot of fights, but I did get in a lot of fights. You know what I mean?
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. You know what I mean? But as I got older is where the mental health thing really got important for me. So I don't know how your experience was, but I played football from when I was 8. I played for the Worcester Vikings all the way through high school and then all the way through college.
Okay.
After college, I started getting serious anxiety, panic attacks. I had no idea what it was. I thought I was dying, thought I was having heart attacks. And it kind of came after that. And it was kind of trying to figure out what my identity was. Because my whole life I was a football player. And then I was like, what the hell am I now? I'm like a dude that
Right.
really has no meaning. I'm not like a guy that fits in well in like office culture and stuff. I fit well in like locker room culture and sort of hanging around dudes and like banging around and you know, like I said, like shooting jokes at each other and shit.
Right,
Like that, that's what I'm good at.
100%.
So yeah, that's where it really took a turn for me. And I started like, you know, finding different ways to work on my mental health. And it's been huge.
See, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say too. It's crazy that you say that because like even me being like I'm 36 years old now, right?
Yeah.
And football is still that thing that I kind of hold on to. I kind of cling to.
100%.
It's like one, I knew my potential. I knew how far
Yeah.
I could have gone, but it's like when the time came when I was like I was gonna quit. I'm done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I
It's
literally
hard.
couldn't. So I had to get back up on my feet because you do feel that missing void.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you have to fill it up with something else. And like with me, yeah, I DJ. I like doing the things that I love,
Yeah.
but I wasn't able to completely fill that.
It's not the
void.
same.
So, exactly.
Yeah,
So
it's not the same.
I went right back to football. You feel me?
Yeah.
So even with you, Ron, like you stopping, you know, you haven't played football in a while, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're still out in the field and stuff. But like, do you feel like it was a missing void for you as well, or were you able to fill that void with something else?
I appreciate them bringing that up, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, we struggle with that piece a lot, you know, and I know
The
when playing
transition.
football and stuff,
Mhm.
you know, like since 8, Miami, Florida, and all that stuff, and that's all I knew.
Yeah.
That was your identity, you know what
Mhm.
I mean? So I took a lot of stuff I used to do for football, speaking at schools when I went to the AFL and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still wanted to at least do some of that stuff. You know, I know I was working with kids, so how can I continue to work with kids and all that stuff?
Mhm.
But to this day, bro, I'm still empty with it. Bro.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
I'm
hear
still
you,
empty.
bro.
Sometimes I want to get up and I want to be like, bro, I got to put in a referee application or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to get connected.
Uh-huh,
Like, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I feel like it would never be so filled because football was my life. Football is
Yeah.
what taught me a little bit of discipline and how to make healthy decisions and,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Football is a big part of life, you know what I mean? When you apply
100%.
it too.
100%.
So definitely, I appreciate them for bringing that part up. Bro.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to
I don't
that.
play football. Oh,
You never do a pickup game?
Holy cross, we coming back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You
The
better
standards.
be out there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay.
show up.
That's
Show up.
man, we
Listen,
there.
y'all gotta come.
I gotta come, bro.
Uh-huh.
I got free tickets for y'all. Don't worry.
That's all you had to say, right? That's all you had to say, right?
Holy Cross having me there is to bring the community, and
Uh-huh.
I really want
Yeah.
to try to have more people from the city of Worcester going up there and taking advantage of the amenities that are up there. I mean, and you've been
Yeah, oh, yeah.
the football
Okay,
stadium,
okay. Beautiful.
state of the art.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basketball court, state of the art,
Uh-huh.
and then they got me, of course, state of the art.
About the big dog.
What a lot of people don't realize too, though, is that's some of the highest level football you're going to see in
Yeah.
Central Mass. I mean, that is
That's
legitimate
yeah.
Yeah.
And
D1
it's
football.
like,
Yeah,
them boys, they go hard.
absolutely.
And the teams they play against, you know, it's teams you heard of, and you
Oh, yeah.
can see the action right here in our city. And I'm working with Holy Cross to make sure that these tickets are affordable and friendly for the community.
Yeah.
Currently, I believe they're like $17 or something like that. But
We getting there.
We working
Yeah,
on
we
it.
getting
there.
We got to get there. Like $17 little steep
Yeah.
for Holy Cross. We
Yeah.
being real. So we got to get there. Once we get that demand up, then I can see them trying
Pushing
to.
it.
But the whole point is, my contribution to football is the on-field MC for Holy Cross. which
There
is
we go,
great
baby.
gig,
That's
lots
love.
of fun.
Yeah,
We have
man.
so much things that we do,
Uh-huh.
prizes we give away. So I really want to invite y'all to come out and hang out with us.
You know what I mean? Even in the Roman times, the gladiators needed announcers,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
What is it? MC, Master of Ceremony.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound so beautiful?
It
I
is
love that energy
beautiful.
so much. You
Yeah.
feel me? And I know
Master of
you know that energy.
It-
Master
you
of
control the
Ceremony.
room.
What's more is after the game when you have
Mm-hmm.
the fans coming up and like, yo, thank you, we appreciate.
Yeah,
you
that's
bringing that
cool.
energy
Right,
and
right.
You know, because sometimes when there's no action, when the game's not going on, you need
Mhm.
something in between to fill that dead air that
Yep.
That's true.
And
That's so
the fans really appreciate, you know, us doing things with the kids or
Absolutely.
even with the adults, you know, like half court shots. Or
Yeah, just fun
Um,
stuff.
we have one where you punt from the 50-yard line into a trash can.
100%.
Alright, yo, listen,
Lots
I'm
of fun.
there.
Nobody
I'm
goes
there.
It's
For
just
real.
as
I can't
important as
kick it.
basketball,
I can't kick it.
right?
I returned.
That's
Did you
so
return
true.
once?
No, I ain't
That's so
return.
true.
I wish they would have let me return.
Dude. So I'll tell you the worst position in football,
Uh-huh.
especially in college, backup punt returner, because you would just get told out. Catches, catch the ball and run it back. The dude in front of me was number one in the nation in D3 in
Yeah.
punt return, so I had no chance of being the number one
Yeah.
punt returner. Yeah,
That's
that was the worst
That's
position
so
ever.
wild.
Yeah,
What year did you play?
I played 04-ish to 09, I think was the years I
Okay,
was
so
there. Yeah,
about same years.
We
as
about
me.
all same. Yeah,
That's all right.
yeah.
That's
I
dope.
feel very young at this table right now.
Listen, Linda.
So do I. So do I.
Well, in all seriousness, no, I kind of want to backtrack a
Yep.
little bit about you talking about as soon as you transition and going through like anxiety attacks and stuff like that. I kind of experienced that. I believe like 2 years ago, and just getting through that was the toughest part because like I had to remind myself that I was enough. I didn't really understand what I was even going through. Like you said, you thought you was dying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think it was a random day. I remember I was driving, and then the first panic attack I ever had.
And it's like, what is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't eat nothing. I thought I was high. I thought I was just scared. I was like, it felt like an out of body experience
For sure.
And my daughter was in the car.
Oh,
So
my goodness.
I was like freaking out. I was like, all right, cool. I got to calm down. Made it to my destination, stopped the car, and I just sat there for a little bit. But then like weeks after, it was like 2-3 weeks of just every single day panic attacks.
Yeah.
And I did not understand what it was. And I feel like nobody really talks about that much. And I love how you brought that up because not a lot of people talk about the panic attacks. Those are real things. And my whole life, I thought, like, not to be rude, I was like, oh, you're black. That part, I thought it only happened to white people because white people would be like, oh, panic attack. Now that I backtrack, I talked to my mom about it. She's like, I had a panic attack before.
That's what's crazy.
Everybody has a panic
Well,
attack.
I mean, I didn't even argue. That's the whole point of the show, right? Because what you're saying is true. Oh, you hear a lot of white people talking about
Yeah, they talk about it.
You hear a lot of white people talking about mental health.
Yeah.
You don't really hear a lot of people of color, communities of color.
Yeah, they think everything's witchcraft. That's why.
Or they think they're complaining, or they think they're
I'll
not
tell
proud
you.
enough. They might lose whatever.
Your masculinity or whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many subcategories to it too, right? Like I know you're joking around saying that I'm black too, but Irish guys, right?
Yeah.
They don't talk about that either, right? If you have a panic, what are you, a pussy or something? It's like, no,
No,
I'm not.
That's so true. That's true.
But I think the most dangerous words in healthcare right now are just a panic attack. Because you go to the doctor and like, oh, it's just a panic attack. It's like, no, that's a real
thing. It's scary.
And just a penny adds up to $1 eventually.
Yeah, oh, dude, and I'm telling you,
100%.
I'm telling you, there's so many subcultures like that. I think don't look into this in a serious way, right? And it's maybe it's racial, maybe it's backgrounds of what you come from, but it's also nobody ever expects or hears men like us talk about. I had a panic. But when you do, I can't tell you how many other football players, basketball, hockey players, like, dude, I got him too. But like, and I'm like, oh, everybody gets that. Yeah.
And I feel like when you don't find that coping mechanism or like some type of answer or somebody to talk to, that's when it leads to like
worse
drugs,
stuff.
alcohol.
Yeah.
That's when it leads to
Self-medicating.
lust,
Self-harming or something.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. So I feel like
Pregnancy behavior, like you said,
100%.
right?
100%. That's so true, man.
Yeah.
I used to
Feel
get,
like approval.
It's great to talk about it.
you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? When discipline, your parents used to discipline you, bro, go crazy on you. That stuff caused a heart attack, a panic attack.
Oh, yeah.
Like you be in a panic attack, you can't even stop. Like, all right, be quiet, straighten up right now.
Stop me up.
Yeah, stop that panic attack right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those
I was
things.
joking around earlier. I was talking to my wife literally today, right? About that type of parenting. And I don't know how you all see it or anything, but for me, it's like I took my parents and I'm super grateful for everything they did and everything they provided me from. But there's lessons of like, I want to do certain stuff like them, but also I want to do stuff differently.
Yeah,
like, that's okay too, right? It's like with my girls, I'm always like, you know what? Let me figure out a way to not scream at them.
You got girls, though.
Yeah, it's so different, dude. Oh my God, I know.
I got you,
all
bro.
right, I got you.
That's true, man. And
My wife, my fiance yells at my dog. I'm like, don't talk to you.
I'm like, sorry, mom's in a bad mood today.
Like, what do you want to go do nails? Let's go do it. Oh my! I know my daughters are gonna be spoiled out the nose.
it's crazy because at that point too, because I believe in a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like I'm the type of parent, like with my parenting coping skills, it's like I'll talk,
Yeah.
and then I'll take something away. away.
For sure.
And if
yeah.
it's like a repetitive process, then I'm like,
What are you doing? Don't get me wrong.
When I'm done with
Oh,
it,
yeah.
I'm like,
You become
"Damn, I
the
shouldn't
Grim
have done
Reaper.
that." I become the Grim Reaper. It's like I should have done that, but it's like sometimes I feel like they do need to hear that, or they will run all over you. They get older, wiser, and smarter,
Yeah.
and they know how to take advantage. They know how to push a button.
I don't want to say I don't want to mistake it. I do yell at my kids. But I think the lesson is like I also do say I'm sorry. right?
Yeah.
Like I'll yell at them, like, hey, you know what?
Major key.
I'm sorry about
Major
that.
key.
I lost my
Major
temper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
one thing
not
my
just
parents.
apologizing. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, that's one thing my parents never really did, like
Exactly.
apologize after,
Yep.
but it's like I'm open and happy to apologize to my son. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I might have yelled a little too hard. You know what you did was wrong. You know
Yep.
why, right? And you know,
I was gonna ask.
I gotta work on that then. I don't apologize. No, I don't apologize for nothing.
That's a key
I'm trying to
takeaway.
save you.
That's a key takeaway today.
Yeah. I'm gonna write it down.
I think you should have to apologize.
Yeah.
My question is, along with apologizing, do you make it a learning? Like, do you explain why you yelled?
Oh, that's what he just said. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know what you did was wrong. Here's what you should do the next time. Don't do this again, and I'll work better at not doing what I did.
you did as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys-
exactly.
You're both working on something.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I think that's pretty.
I like that one, yeah.
It makes the kid feel like they're not alone. in
Yeah.
having to fix something that they may not have had
Yeah.
the right approach with.
And
That's
honest,
pretty cool.
honest to God, too, I think it's like, and this may be controversial for whatever. I think it's part of being a man, right? Is like owning your own stuff too. And I'm trying to do that because like the old school man thing was like, I say what I say, you
That's
listen,
it.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Like there's no
that's
no
Is that how your
question.
dad was for you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like my whole family was
I'm
that way.
just trying to
Yeah.
picture like this old school firefighter.
Yeah.
Like,
My whole family was that way in a funny way too. Like we would play basketball with my uncles and they would smash us every time. Like 21-0, you
Yep.
guys suck.
Yeah.
21-0 again. You want to bet on it? Like you owe us money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, yeah, you're playing football with them, they're stiff arming you into the ground. Like, it makes you tough. It makes you tough. But like,
Because that's how life's gonna treat you anyways. So I love that.
I do
love
too.
that.
I'm not a big fan of like the everybody wins stuff.
Yeah, no.
Right? But I am a fan of like owning your stuff and like even the mental health stuff. Like I think it takes a real, genuine man to come out that has this like athlete persona or like tough guy persona and be like, you know what? I struggle too. Like I think that's hard, and I think that, but that's being a man and owning your stuff. You know?
I agree.
That's what I love about this panel right here. I mean, we got basketball, football.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys see at least Milham standing up one part. It's a
Yeah, he's a big dude.
solid.
Yeah, yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah. Don't get no one mad. He's a Grim Reaper too.
You know what I'm saying? And to see him, we've had episodes where you actually got emotional.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
And that's cool.
I think for the community,
Yeah.
for young boys,
It's
or
so important.
even young adults, to be able to see that and say, "All right, I can let go and release that emotion and not be looked at as a pussy or feminine or
Whatever, dude.
whatever it is
Yeah.
that toxic masculinity labels us as men."
Mhm.
That we're not able to get in touch with our emotions out of fear of being perceived any other way than obviously we try to project.
And I can tell you too, the more of me that I found and like the cooler I've been with being me,
Mhm.
the better my relationship's gotten with my dad.
Yeah.
We've gotten much closer. We don't
Yeah, that's
argue
awesome.
anymore because
Yeah.
it's like,
That's what I was gonna ask you
yeah,
next.
it's
But
changed.
for that though, like what do you think the greatest life lesson your father ever taught you?
Oh man, I think it's so. I literally have it on my arm. My coat of arms, the Dwyer coat of arms, it says "Truth is the only nobility." That's what it says in Latin. Under. So my dad was a big like believer in like I won't hammer you if you're like he hated liars.
Yeah.
So like I think
That's
my
how I
thing is
know.
like don't lie, like own your stuff.
Yeah.
If you did something wrong,
We'll
be like,
figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it out. So like I think that was the biggest lesson that he and in sort of that side of my family taught me was like if you did something wrong, like be a man about it, take your punishment. Like I was always a wise ass in school. I was always getting in trouble, but I was like okay with it. And my dad has a big thing. Like he always said, like I'd get in trouble for something, and the teacher they would be like, "That's not funny," and I'd be like, "It was funny."
Yeah.
But I'll take my punishment.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Like, you don't have to say that about it. Yeah. We all know it was funny.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to take my punishment. Yeah.
Is that how you became a comedian?
I mean, yeah, to grown up, so
Where did you pivot from football player to comedy?
I think it's all the same thing. You know that. Yeah.
Right. When you look at school, like high school, right?
Mhm.
You always see the athletes picking on the theater kids.
Yeah.
How did you go from athlete to theater?
I think it was through I did it because what I was like I think I was like a theater kid that fell into athletics, right?
Oh, okay.
But I think that like through therapy I learned that it's okay to be more than one thing. Right? You can be an athlete and a theater kid. You can be a musician and a tough guy. You know what I mean? It's not only one thing.
And I think that's the biggest thing, even in life, bro. We talk about how we all wear different roles. We all sons, fathers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like cousins, brothers. Like, we all play all these different roles.
Yep.
And we got to be able to manage all these different roles effectively, bro. They all different roles one person plays.
Yeah.
So all jokes aside, seriously, do you think that stigmas and stereotypes that are driven, particularly in this country, media? Because I haven't seen like in my school. When I was going to school, I didn't really see that. Like
I didn't either, but like
they have the theater kids, they have the athletes, they have the jocks, they have the popular kids. You were a popular kid, but you were also.
Oh no, I protected all the.
I did too. I was
a bully stopper times 10. I would not bully anybody around.
Same way.
I would beat you up.
Same way.
That this stuff is portrayed.
I think it's
brainwashed us.
I think it's different.
No,
Probably
I
in different parts of the country.
Mhm.
Also, I think we're kind of blessed from being up here, but I think it's media driven that play on fears, and I think it's not this, right? It's not having these conversations in these communities where you sit down and talk to people that maybe, like I grew up in Webster Square, so it's also different there too, right?
Yeah.
We were a mixing pot. We weren't like an upper class. Like I grew up, I had an all black orphanage directly across the street from me, and I grew up like so. You joked around like I have a joke in my stand up where I was like. I grew up with these guys. Like I literally thought I was black till I was 16. I said, one day after playing football, we took showers together. I was like, oh, something's different. And then the tag on it was like, oh, all those guys had tiny dicks. I did that one time and a black dude wrote, he yelled out, he goes, oh shit, he reversed it. But
that's hilarious. That's a good one.
yeah, I think it's maybe like we're kind of a melting pot of a city. We're not like so. I don't know. I think it's different in different parts of the country too, but a lot of it's media driven. Yeah.
So I feel like, especially because I coached high school around here, you know, I didn't go to high school around here, but I went to high school in Palm Bay, Florida, right? So that's a big Earl. It wasn't like the hood, you know what I mean? Fort Pierce, I was in the hood, bro. When I was in the suburbs? Yeah, I was more in the burbs, dude. But anyways, I noticed that. So mind you, my senior class, my graduating class was 2,500 people.
Yeah.
So imagine how many kids was at this school.
That's crazy.
Huge school. So
Yeah.
I did see that, but then again, what if that was one of those things like you said came from the mass medias, came from the TV shows, came from the and I was that guy. Right. And I was so deep in love with what I did because I was also in choir, you know what I mean?
That's what's cool.
I got in trouble for football for skipping football practice because I had to go to a choir rehearsal because we had states the next day. I got in trouble in choir for skipping something for choir because I was going to football. You know? But I was really that kid. I was cool with the choir kids, the football guys, the jocks, the emo kids. I was cool with everybody. You know? And some of my friends called me. I got you. Some of my friends even called me weird at some point because like from middle school to high school, I was that kid. I wore the Pathfinders, the DVs. I was skating. I didn't just have a skateboard rolled down the street. Exactly. I was actually right. And then like my football friends, bro, what you doing, bro? Like you gonna fuck yourself up playing football? You know what I mean? You're not gonna be playing football. I'm like, why you acting so white? I hated that so much. Why you acting so white? Just because
I'm just acting like me.
What they're acting exactly like me. You feel me? So and because of that, I gave up skateboarding. But believe it or not, I was like legit, like the craziest thing I ever did, double kick flip 7 stairs. Don't get me wrong.
I know what that is.
I landed and busted my ass, but I did that.
That's wild.
Because like when I set myself to something, you guys know this. I get obsessed with it. You know, I get asphyxiated with it. Like
what's that, like a skateboard or something?
Yeah, skateboard. When you do the board does this 2 times.
You don't think that's some white boy shit?
That's so white boy. That's too white. I don't even know what that is. I told Tom he is black.
They gonna think that's a white boy shit.
Think about it, bro.
No, but I feel you.
Oh man!
Imagine if I didn't quit. I could have been in a video game.
The next games,
Tony Hawk.
Right? Yeah,
I don't know. He's gonna be Tony Hawk is Tony Hawk. Leave him alone.
He's in a different category.
Yeah, he's in a different category. A black Tony Hawk? Yeah, maybe.
What is it there?
6'5" Tony Hawk.
I know. Other skateboarders are like tiny too. Yeah.
Every boy would have broke as soon as he landed. It would have right around the middle.
6'4".
Yeah. Leave that board alone.
That's a lot of.
I broke a couple of boards. Like to the point where I was literally I permed my hair one time. We used to go to this thing called a pirate.
Oh man,
And all I wanted to do was
I've
just
never
rock
heard-
my hair, bro. That's all I wanted to do.
Brian.
Everyone, you feel me?
You did too?
Yeah.
you got a perm?
Puffs and everything, little puffs in the head.
What?
Yeah.
But like we're saying, though,
That's
diversity,
feedback
how
stuff,
how we could step out of our box, step out of our culture, you know, that's powerful to me. That's
No,
absolutely
and why
powerful,
can't you?
know?
Why can't
Right.
you be whatever you want to
Exactly.
be? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Honestly, I like how you talked about like obviously the popular kids and the cool kids.
Yeah.
I didn't consider myself anything. I didn't hang out with anybody.
Yeah.
I was sorry, babe. I was hunting for the girls.
That's sorry.
I didn't care about what group I was in. If he looked good, I was there. And I played basketball. I went to class, and I wonder who was in those classes. And I was just scrolling. I had, I didn't have like a group of guys I hung out
You
with.
just window shopping on.
Yeah, I was wondering. Everybody wanted to hang out with me. I didn't care for it. I don't want to hang out with the guys.
He said he wanted the chamos.
Yeah, I was, but I was always hanging. If anybody was sitting by themselves, and I think it's because I used to watch those movies and the school shooter stuff, I was always best friends with the quiet kids. Because you're gonna tell me not to come to school tomorrow. I promise you.
I'll tell you, no, that's how I know you're younger than us. None of that stuff was around.
That's true.
If I see a kid saying myself, hey, how are you? What's your name? And I mean it. I'm so serious. I'm not kidding. Ask anybody. I will sit there. We'll be eating lunch together. What do you like to do? Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever see somebody like bullying somebody, I really used to tell them,
I was that
don't
guy.
ever do that again.
I was that guy
And,
too.
yeah, I just didn't like bully. I don't even till this day. I don't like bullies. Like,
Same.
why do you have to bully?
I like picking on other cool guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like giving shit to each other. Yeah, exactly.
Like pick on someone your own size type thing. Like I'm
Who the hell is your size?
I like that.
Go to Shaquille O'Neal and like scout Williama. Somebody else.
Oh man,
NBA player.
No,
That's great.
Wemby's a little skinny though, but yeah.
Oh, he's
And Shaq seems cool.
Right, power.
Shaq seems cool.
Exactly.
Shaq is a fool, guys.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when I was younger, I used to wear the Shaqs, you know, because I was a big guy. I was a kid. And look, he's already shaking his head.
I never wear a Shaq.
Would it make fun of you in school if you would have worn the Shaqs?
Bro.
Yeah, hold up.
I never had no Shaqs.
I never ever had any off-brand
They
shoes.
wouldn't know what the Shaqs were.
They probably say, are those fake Jordans?
Yeah. Fake Jordans.
I had some fake Jordans though. I had some fake Jordans, but it wasn't.
When he's like this,
Yeah.
Duncan, like, yeah, it's different. It's
I
not
mean,
the one hand.
I don't know though, dude. Like, even when I was growing up, like shoe culture wasn't really like a
Okay.
huge thing. Nah.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Like we had like Air Force Ones.
Well, that's
Yeah,
For you
Converse.
guys,
Yeah, Converse.
I feel like-
If you went to like what's the public school,
I don't know.
if
Like,
you didn't have Jordans on your feet, bro, we the same age.
yeah, oh, true.
If you didn't have Jordans on your feet, it was a problem.
Yeah, it was a big
I
problem.
couldn't afford
Yeah,
Jordans.
yeah. I know.
It wasn't really a problem. Nobody
It was
was
other
beating
shoes.
on
That's
it.
like that's.
Oh, it was a big problem for us. You get bullied all day.
Yeah,
I always wished I had
Yeah.
Jordans. You know what I mean?
I never had a pair. I had some fake Jordans.
I never had
Jordans.
Jordans.
Oh,
But I never had no real. I never
You
got.
guys had
it
it
was all
easy.
about
Yeah.
Converse ones,
Air Force Ones.
We
and-
got easy.
What about the
Yeah.
Reeboks?
what?
The Reeboks were cool. I top Reebok.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to love the Reeboks.
I'm gonna tell you stories. There's a kid named Jason in my school.
Oh, Jason, you done fucked
Jason, I'm not even gonna say his last name.
Jason-
But if you would have came to school with anything off brand, he would have found you and you would have all day. Like he would have seen you like, what are those FUBUs?
What did Jason do for school? Like did he play sports or something?
Jason didn't do nothing.
Jason, last time picking on me. Jason, like
Jason used to make people cry real tears.
I bet.
Like even it don't matter if you're a girl or
Jason
boy.
came over.
And they realized he was projecting and deflecting.
Oh no! Oh, for sure.
That'd be popular.
Yeah, all the True Religion jeans. I don't know if True Religion was
Oh, he was
popular.
that guy.
True Religion jeans, all the Jordans, yeah, all the fresh blue gear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I think I came to school and I had champion.
Yeah,
Like you know the old school champion.
Yeah.
Right.
The old school champion logo. There's a new. Obviously, there's a new one. Everybody knows the new one. But I was wearing the old school logo. He was like, "Buddy, what the hell you got on?" And then I had to Google it to show him like you really need a Carfax when you go to school.
Yeah.
You need
We didn't have that level.
Bring it to context.
Yeah.
What's Jason doing today?
I don't want to talk about it.
Curious.
I don't know.
Can I say an offshoot of a Jason story? Just
Go ahead, please.
because I had a kid named Jason
Oh,
at my
right.
grammar school, right? And I was at Worcester State. I'm sitting in the cafeteria, and this dude came walking by, like you were saying, with a trench coat on, right? Through the cafeteria, and I go, "Yo, that's Jason."
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Jason since like 6th grade, right? So I stand up, I go, "Jason, what's up, buddy?" And he acts like he doesn't recognize me, like, "You know who I am. No, not many people look like me." You know? I was like, "Tom, I was in your school, blah, blah, blah." And this is I swear to God, true story. It's not a joke. I said, "Jason, what have you been up to in 15 years, right?" And this was his answer. He just said, "Magic." And then he like scuttled away. And I was like, "Magic?" I was like, "Does he mean the card game?" What kind of magic? And I still, Jason, if you're watching, I still don't know what kind of magic you've been up to for 15 years. Magic. And then he ran away. That was the end of my experience with Jason in this lifetime. And it bothered me when you said Jason. I had this like guttural reaction to my Jason. I don't know what you can do. Yeah, the trauma response. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Magic.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have passed out laughing.
Yeah. I was stunned. I was like, "What just happened?"
I would have started this show with that.
Yeah. And I was with the football team, and I was like, "Yo, who was that?" I barely knew that guy. I was like, "I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that guy. I thought it was wrong guy." Yeah.
That's too funny.
Magic.
The Reaper's getting jealous. The Reaper's getting jealous. Today's the day.
I mean, talking about getting some heat.
Another question for you. Okay, we kind of obviously we're laughing and giggling.
Yeah.
I want to kind of talk about your comedy experience of you being a comedian. How's that? How does that feel? First of all, how did you really get into it?
So I mean, I've always been, like I said, I've always been like getting in trouble for being funny. And everyone's like, "Oh, you're a funny dude. I was the funniest guy in my class," type of thing, right? One day I worked as a union stagehand at the DCU Center in the Hanover Theater. And some dude was like, "Dude, you're always saying you're funny, you're funny." He's like, "I booked you a gig at the Lucky Dog," if you remember the Lucky Dog.
That's dope.
He's like, "I booked you a gig at the Lucky Dog like Friday night. Get your stuff together." So I was like, "Okay." So that's how I got into it. I just kind of got thrown into it. I did okay. It was embarrassing compared to like, looking back on it, it's horrible. But I got up there and I did it. And a band liked me and they said, "Hey, do you want to come open for us next Thursday?" So I started just kind of doing that.
I mean, if you're invited back.
It was bad. And then I just kind of fell into it and then started getting booked at other places. But I love it. It's a similar adrenaline rush to like football because like you get up and you're in front of a bunch of people and you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you've seen me. I'm very unpredictable. I talk to people in the crowd and get people going and have fun. But
I'm gonna come check you out.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's fun, man. Yeah.
I don't remember the exact night, but
the
night I was there were a few comedians before you.
Yeah.
Were you closing?
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that means
Was I?
Tom Dwyer.
And they're cool.
Yeah.
I'm not one to stay here and sugarcoat a lie. I didn't laugh.
Yeah.
I was chilling. I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
I was interested in what they were saying, but I wasn't driven to like
laughter.
And I would have done the same to you had you done the same.
Yeah.
Did. When you got up there.
But what did I do?
I mean,
you was making him cackle.
Yeah.
You had us rolling.
We had fun.
The whole place was, and I think one of the biggest things you did is you engaged. With
Yeah.
us, right. You brought us into your world.
Yeah.
And kind of enveloped us, and the experience where we weren't being talked to, we were being
talked with.
kind of like we're doing now. We're having a moment together, rather than me just showing up to a show, and it was really personal as
I think there's some funny stuff
it was fun.
That, right? And like when you're closing a show and you're doing like an hour plus on stage, after people go up before you, there is this sort of like, if no one's playing around with the audience, there's this sort of like separation that gets created, almost like you're on TV. Then when you talk to someone, you almost get this reaction like, "He can see me?" It's like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean?
And also, for most of the night, it kind of felt like what you're describing, as far as like we're chilling in the bar,
you're watching
food, drinking, right? Now we're having conversations because the TV in the background, it's just noise now, right?
We
have the TV on in the background, and then all of a sudden the breaking news comes on. And everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it felt. Like,
that's
you bring that type of energy.
And I'll tell you, so I don't know, have you ever had Orlando Baxter on? You got to have Orlando on. He's a South High legend.
Not yet. And I do.
Orlando, come on, man.
I mean, we've had
Yeah.
No, Orlando, of course you have to come on. I'll set it up.
I mean, he's one of my biggest mentors in comedy. That's what I just said. He's probably watching it. Come on, Orlando. But he was one of my biggest inspirations, and like he taught me. He saw one of my very first shows, and he was like, "Dude, you're funny, but here's how you like." He helped me, right?
Yeah.
And then we became writing partners and good buddies, and like, but he's really good at either raising or dropping the energy right when he gets up to change the feeling of the room, right? So like if the room's like this, he either drops it or he crashes it, and like I kind of took that from him, and we have fun shows, man.
Were you nervous that night? Because the energy was kind of low.
I know, because I know I can bring it. Like I know it's like playing a game or something. Like you know what you can do, so you're not worried about anything else. And like I look forward to stuff like that because it reminds me of that same adrenaline rush when you're like you get thrown into a game and you're like, dude, can I cover this dude? And then you're like one play, and you're like, nah, I got him. Yeah. I got him. You know what I mean? Like I got this, and so you build it as you're going, but like. When Orlando and I have shows, it's really fun because I'm super high. So he crashes people way down, then he brings them back up. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun. But
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done stand-up in a long time, like kind of full-time, because with kids and stuff, it's hard. And it's like, dude, if you really want to do it, you're doing shows like every night. You're traveling around as far as you can go to get your name out there. And it's a grind. It's lonely. It's hard. It's super cliquey. Like to the point where it's like, oh, you did a show there? Well, nah, we don't like those dudes. And like, a lot of the places are run like that in a really weird way. So I love stand-up. It's always going to be a part of what I do and always be a part of who I am and who I was. But kind of moving into the filmmaking stuff now. And like a lot of my comedy comes from dark stuff too, man. Like I think the more real, and I think that's kind of what you see too. A lot of comedians get up there and try to be funny. Yeah. If you can get up there and be real, and that is funny, then it works much better. Like you can tell, dude, it's like anything. Like you can immediately tell, like, this dude, that story's not real. Like, this dude's making that up to try and be funny. I get up there and I talk about my upbringing. I talk about where I grew up. I talk about where I lived. I talk about my family. And then I bring people into the mix. After they see that I'm making fun of myself a little bit, they go, then I make fun of them. Like, we're all just kind of clowning around. You know what I mean?
And you think that a lot of it, I think, is a relatability factor, too.
Probably,
so when you're talking about whatever it is you went through on the streets of Worcester as a child, somebody who grew up in Worcester, can say, I remember that happening to me when I was a child.
I think like the goal is to make it global, because like I've done shows in New York, Rhode Island, Maine, like all over the place, right? And you have to take that and twist it a little bit so that the guy in New York can feel like you, or the guy in Orlando has a great point. He did a bunch of shows in Scotland, right? He's like, and they weren't laughing at this joke I was doing about like a trunk in a car. He has this joke, and he's like, then I realized they don't call it a trunk, they call it a boot. He's like, so everybody was like, what is he talking about? Then he changed it, and then people started dying laughing. Yeah. So it's like down to that science of like, how can you do your Worcester stuff, talk about Worcester, but relate it to Providence or New York City or somewhere up in rural Maine, or you know what I mean?
You ain't gonna have no impact.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have no impact on nobody in the world. Now that he's saying that, like, if what you're doing isn't relatable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't being yourself,
exactly,
you ain't gonna be able to impact nobody in the world. You ain't gonna be able to adapt either. Like you had to adapt. If you can't be yourself, you're never gonna be able to adapt in other environments. But when you be yourself, it's gonna be so easy to adapt.
Like, what was that turning point for you? I love that. What was that turning point for you to just be like, hey, I just need to be me. I just need to get up on stage. Not even on stage, in life, period. Because there was a turning point for me when I was growing up. When I realized I wanted to be myself since I was probably like 8 years old. Just because I seen everybody do whatever they want to do. And I didn't want to be like anybody except for Steve Harvey. And I say this all the time. Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac. I want to be just like that.
I'm on the right track.
All you need is a bald head and a mustache.
I don't want to go bald and don't put that on me.
All the girls you got.
Mr. Meaner.
That's crazy. Go ahead. A couple things that you had mentioned too, right? One of my favorite quotes is, I heard it from, wow, who did I hear it from? Can't think of the name right now, but I give you your props anyways, you feel me? They say, it's lonely at the top, but you eat better.
I like that. I heard that second part.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it
Ain't-
really
ain't
is.
a lot
When
of people eating
you're
off your
chasing,
plate.
ain't gonna be a lot of people eating off your plate up there. And at the end of the day, it could be lonely up there, but you eat better.
Yeah.
You feel me? And you have more in your pockets for your little ones. You feel me? And another thing you have mentioned too is me as a speaker. I do a little bit of motivational speaking here and there. So does Ron. Right? When I do a speech, I like to tap in all of your senses. You know what I mean? I want you to disagree with me. I want to make you sad. I want to make you mad.
100%.
I want to make you happy. I want to make you anxious. I want to tap into all your emotions so you could feel
it.
You feel me? Exactly. The energy that I have on stage, I'm gonna bring that right into you.
100%.
Whether it's through your eyes, through your ears, through your exactly. You feel me? So I love that how you mentioned that.
It's so true. You've seen it on stage, dude. When I get on stage, dude, it's like before a kickoff, bro. Like I'm in the backstage, or like if I'm at a bar, I'm next to dude. I'm jumping. I'm like getting ready. Then you hear your name, and I'm like, boom! I take that stage, like I'm running down the field on that open. I'm like, yo, what's up? And then people are like, whoa, this guy's coming.
He's coming.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna watch me.
Right.
You're gonna watch me.
Just you explaining it, bro, and I'm not even in comedy.
I know.
I'm already relatable because I played football.
Yes.
So you saying this how I can make it relatable?
Yes.
For him. He probably never did comedy, but let me tell him how I feel.
Exactly.
Through football.
Mm-hmm.
You know
It's
what
like I'm coming.
So
you're gonna find out who I am right now.
Piece, bro.
Yeah.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
So I want to know for the sake of time.
Gotcha.
We got to get to this.
I know, we need to get part 2. What are we doing?
It's flying by.
There's a couple things that I want to lead up to the big
big
story
thing.
of the day.
Yeah.
You just said that stand-up comedy takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort. You feel lonely a lot, like this. So there's a lot that goes into it, and you also have a regular day job.
Yeah.
But you decided to then get into filmmaking.
Yeah.
Which also
What? You got 38 hours in a day?
It's crazy, bro.
Right.
Yeah, my wife runs a business. It's like, wow.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. Your wife owns business.
Yeah.
Shout out to Charcuterie Woo.
Woo!
Hey.
Charcuterie Woo. CharcuterieWoo.com. Yeah. Get some
Amazing.
charcuterie.
Not
Yeah.
only is it great cheese,
I don't know how to say
which
it.
by the way,
I know it does.
I got cigar.
It's a French word.
Right?
Yeah.
Instead of soul.
You got
Yeah.
the water store.
Yeah. Cheese guard. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Award-winning film.
It is. Yeah. Part of the crew right here. Yeah.
So, why did you even make that pivot from comedy, or not even because you're still doing comedy, but jump into, I don't know, let's pile some more on my plate. And wait a minute, not only that, we're talking about a lot of money on the line.
Yeah.
Right?
Man.
To do all these projects, Family Man, the whole nine, how?
Dude, it's crazy, but like, so I joined the Screen Actors Guild in 2006, right? And I've had speaking roles in big movies, like done some really cool stuff,
Like
the Fighter, 21, The Social Network, Finest Hours, right? Nobody even knows that stuff, and so I had some experiences that drove me to when I met you and John. So if you guys don't know, Manny was the red carpet host of my TV premiere for Hollywood, the series that I wrote with Orlando.
You were my first ever actor interview.
Yeah. And so that's how I met Manny. And then we just kind of became friends. I was like, oh, I love what these guys are doing. This is super cool. I think there's a real ability to, I saw it there, right? I saw it in that moment with the people and the turnout to say, we can do stuff like this in Central Mass, in Worcester. So many, even meeting you guys today, right? So many cool, talented people right here. And these movies come in here, dude. They don't use a ton of local crew. They don't use a ton of local actors.
Agreed.
Why aren't we, right? So what we're trying to do, right, and what we've been doing from the start is making films in Worcester with Worcester people, with Worcester crew, utilizing Worcester businesses, Worcester support, and making it like the movies don't just come in here. They shoot it. They pretend it's New York City. They leave. They give no credit to the city or the people, but they use us, right? I got you. So that's what made me do it. That's what made me do it, was seeing what's happening, and it is a lot, dude. It's a risk that we're taking. I mean, dude, I had a guy. So we'll talk about it. But it is,
real quick, I just wanted to add a point that you had said about about how it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
My man's he's climbing to the top, but I think he's gonna be lonely because listen,
I got you
got a
guys.
team.
We've all been talking about it's a conglomerate. You talked to John and me, and we've all talked about doing all, and we have done a lot of work.
That's what I'm
together.
saying. Yeah.
can you speak to that? Like a lot of, and you even said, about the comedy space. So people are like, oh, you perform there? I can't do that.
Yeah.
This is my spot, whatever. And it's like kind of like a pizza match or ownership.
Yeah.
But don't you find like projects work out so much better when we all come together, we all bring our own individual talent,
100%,
trying to compete with each other?
100%. I just don't do well with that. And I don't know if it's the team sports background or whatever it is, but like I'm a big believer in everything that I do, that we're a team, whether you're the guy guarding the cheese or the guy directing the movie, we're a team. We're an effort. And the movie doesn't happen without every single one of us doing it. Just like in basketball or in football, if you don't do your position and play your job well, I won't look good either, right?
That's true, because I have to overcompensate.
That's what I'm saying, right? So like,
frustrating.
I'm a big believer in like, let's create an environment of local people that are all awesome. I have a no assholes policy. If you're an asshole, we just don't work together. And that's fine. You can do your thing. I'm not going to say anything negative about it. I'm not going to hate it. I might even support it, but you're not going to work on my stuff, right?
Yeah.
So a team of like developing over years now, right? Hollywood was what, 2021, 2022? Developing over years, growing the Rolodex of like actors, actresses, sound guys, media personalities that we can collaborate with and work together with and grow this and make this city something awesome. I agree with you. It is important to do that. And I think we can do that. And I think we're proving that we can do that. I think that like a lot of people make it about them. I think you saw even with like The Dead of Winter, when I get up there, people are speaking about their films, right? I just got up and said, hey, a lot of people worked really hard on this. Hope you guys liked it. It's not about me. I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about the film and the creative process and the people that took part in the film, everybody. So I think that's a little bit about it, being humble and being truly what you say you are. And not many people are that. And so you got to try and do that as much as you can. I know we all struggle doing that. But.
Football, so much people in competition too. You know what I mean? How it relates. I never understood, bro. Why when we play football, you say some crazy stuff between the lines. Now you're not coach talking about we all finna huddle up and pray. You heard what he said? He was all you talking about pray with him. Like, that's all. Hey, bro. You know what he said?
I just said some bad stuff about his mom.
I'm about to holler at him. You talking about huddle up and pray. Tripping, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, that was really funny. It's true because me and my buddies, shout out to Aaron Nkrumah. He's just played for he got a 10-day, not 10-day, Exhibit 10 contract to play for the Nuggets. Me and him played at South High School. Really funny. Yeah.
Yo,
contract. The contract.
For sure. Yeah,
that's amazing.
Me, I used to really butt heady with him. Not really butt heads because we was great. Because I seen his potential and he seen mine. So we always used to push each other. And then there was one time within the locker room, I think was playing North. And I was sick as a dog. I was sick as a dog when we was playing in a tournament. And then we went in the locker room and he looked at me, he's like, Papee, you're a pussy. Stop that. And I kid you not, I looked at him, I was like, I was thinking about going back and forth, but I was realizing like he's not wrong. He's he's literally working hard, playing everything he can, and I'm over here acting like, oh, I'm sick, so I can't. We went back in there, we crushed it.
I love that.
But why I said that is because like even though me and him used to go back and forth, we always came back together. At the end of it, was there for the win. Was trying to win.
Yeah,
you know.
It is funny. Some of my best friends, people, if they heard us, they'd be like, "You guys must hate each other." It's like, no, that's what knows I'm being a baby right now.
Easily.
Yeah, that's funny too. You could go.
No.
I was gonna say it's funny too because my brother, right? He was agnostics for a very long time. You know what I mean? And me, I'm a Christian. You know, I believe in God, and he was just up in the air about it. And it's like when me and him would go at it, and me like almost trying to force him to believe. Well, then that's one thing I learned too. You can never force faith.
Never. Let them find it themselves.
But exactly. He ended up finding it himself or whatever. But when we used to clash, like it was war. It was war. He would like the science would back him up, and I'm like, I'd grab the Bible and be like, "What's this?" And he'd be like, and it's like my mom would, guys, please stop. Like if you didn't know us, you would think we're about to like throw it.
Yeah.
But in reality, it was just like, you my brother, I believe in this, and I want you to believe what I want to believe. He wanted to believe right now.
You know why it is? We love each other.
I don't want you to go.
100%.
And He's not talking about me. I'm not the brother he's talking about.
However,
this is why we don't talk religion about it. Because I'm that guy he's talking about.
That's okay though, and I can tell you, Bono, the singer U2, said this, and it's a really cool quote. So the opposite of love isn't hate. The opposite of love is indifference.
Ooh, I like that.
So
I like that.
I'm about to bring politics up.
That's good.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. It's coming at me.
No, this is really important.
All right.
In the past week, I murdered 3 people.
Yeah.
A 26-year-old in cold blood in Bedford, Maine.
Yeah.
Dragged him out the car.
Wrong dude, right? Wrong dude. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
indifference. I mean, how are we going to hold this? What are we doing?
I think the point of the quote is right or wrong, passion. You can't have passion if you're indifferent.
Everybody's
so if someone's
fighting their own
indifferent
battles.
so like those two sides, they're massively far apart, but they're very passionate. The people that you have to convince are the ones that are like, man, whatever. Those are the ones that you need to say, dude, are you seeing what's happening? That they're the issue.
That's our whole Congress.
They're the issue. Yeah, so
Like,
it's
how
indifference is the
are
issue.
you
No
murdering
decision is
people
worse
in
than a
cold
decision.
blood in the street? Like,
That's wild.
That blows my mind. There's no due process.
Yeah, it's wild.
They didn't even. The man that they killed wasn't even the person they were looking for.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
shouldn't you at least confirm the person you're looking for before you start shooting at him?
It's wild, bro. It's sad. It's
Yeah.
wild. It's not what
No, you're not. That's definitely an unfortunate situation, and I definitely want to elaborate that.
Yeah.
2-year-old daughter, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely want to talk about that outside the show. Let's
We're laughing a lot.
Yeah, but I really want to ask you a quick question
Yeah.
before we leave. If there's one gem that you could give to younger generation coming up, what's that gem would you give them?
Be yourself no matter who tells you differently. I tell this to my girls all the time. If someone laughs at you, if someone's mean to you, don't let that change who you are as a person because the world needs you. You're different than everybody else. You're special. Be yourself. Lean into yourself. Took me a long time. Took me 40 years to figure out how to do that. And I'll tell you, this last year has been the best year of my life because I did that. It took a lot of stuff, man. So I did hypnosis trying to figure out this stuff, man. And like lean into you said earlier, like people called you weird. Good. Be weird. Weird is different. The world needs weird. The world doesn't need the same person doing the same thing. Be yourself.
The clones.
Yeah, like be yourself. You could be the next whatever if you just don't let other people bring you down, man.
100%.
Milhouse still a little weird, but it's like
The dude showed up.
Right.
Yeah.
And when is your movie coming out?
Dude, August 6th at the Hanover Theater, Burning Down the House. It's a documentary.
Yeah, I need to.
I would love to. It's a documentary about the firefighters nationwide. We use 3 firehouses in Massachusetts examples. You know about them when they're going to fires. You don't know about what I'm going to show you, which is the unprecedented access of where they live when they come home to these firehouses, and it's sad.
How do people get tickets? How do I get tickets?
TheHanoverTheater.com.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna post a link in the comments and the description.
Yeah.
YouTube description as
And
well. I'll have the link directly to the tickets. Please, you guys support.
And I don't know, are we going to say what's happening there or what?
First, half of the proceeds go to.
Half of the proceeds go directly to the Last Call Foundation, which is a nonprofit that focuses directly on helping firefighters. It was started by the mother of Michael Kennedy, who was a firefighter that died in line of duty in Back Bay, Boston. And they deliver firefighters with gear that doesn't have cancer-causing materials on it, fire hoses that don't burn through, cancer studies and prevention screening. So half the proceeds go directly to them.
This is a lot of information I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
I didn't know their equipment had
firefighters, right, who make it their career, but we also have a really, really large number of volunteer firefighters who are risking their lives every day on a volunteer basis and can't even. You don't have to say. I'm saying from my perspective of what I saw, they're going back to squalor.
Yeah, and these are the professional firefighters. And like the reason Last Call approached me, but I can just tell you real quick. My family, I told you, my dad and all my uncles were firefighters, right? My father has had 2 massive heart attacks and cancer before 70.
Jeez.
My uncle John had a massive heart attack and cancer before 65. My uncle Cliffy died 7 days after he retired from Worcester from idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, meaning his lungs just turned into rock and he couldn't breathe anymore. And I just, on my way here, found out my Uncle Wayne, who was a Fitchburg firefighter, he's had 3 heart attacks, and we just found out he has a rare form of blood cancer all before 70. Wow. Cancer caused 80% of the line of duty deaths for firefighters in 2025.
80%.
80%. And that's highly, a lot of it is highly preventable.
Yeah, it is. Right?
Do you think a lot of it is from like the different materials?
It's from the gear they're wearing. It's from the stations that they're living in. I saw asbestos hanging down from ceilings above guys in their stations.
How do people get involved? Do they go directly to the nonprofit, or how can people get?
The Last Call Foundation's a great way. I mean, come to see this, and I think the biggest thing is like, support is always there, but you have to support when the vote comes out. You have to get out and vote, like you said, about everything. Make your voice heard and support these heroes that really don't ask for anything from the public.
Before the vote, call your congressman.
Call them. Be loud.
This is unacceptable.
Exactly.
Every Tuesday, you can call City Hall. Every
Exactly.
Tuesday, you can call in and
be loud
at City Hall.
Absolutely.
We got Duckbill Part 2 to talk about, because I can only imagine.
I need to know a little bit more.
Between 100%. Saving people and the mental health, going back there and going back to save somebody.
This movie started out as a 15-minute short film. After my first day of filming in Worcester, I called them back. I said, I'm not going to ask you guys for any money. This has to be a feature because of exactly that. I was rattled from the stuff I saw, the calls we went on, coming back to these like conditions. It was mentally draining, dude. And like a lot of the film focuses on the mental health and wellness of these men and women.
I gotta watch that.
An example of maybe some of the, because people, I don't think people think about that. Like when you look, we were talking about earlier, like the sports players, right? You look at these big, strong, buff, tall, like everybody wants to be a football player. Everybody wants to be.
I wanted to be a firefighter when I was growing up. All jokes aside, and I did.
Like 9 out of 10 kids, when you ask them what they want to be when they grow up, what do they say?
Firefighter, police. I really want to be a firefighter.
So we look up to these big, strong heroes, right? Firefighters, like. I'm getting goosebumps just saying it. They are heroes, right? Thank God I never needed a firefighter for me, but how many people that rescued in my community, I'm forever grateful. How we never hear about the mental toll it takes. Like, even your dad and the time he may have had to spend away from you and his wife.
I can tell you, like, even with my dad, right? Like him coming home as a kid, I didn't understand sometimes. Like, why is he tired? Why is he upset? Why does he want to go watch TV? Why do a lot of these guys drink? Right? And I can tell you, after riding along, we embedded with these guys. So we lived there. We rode on the trucks. We went to the calls. It was like cops only with like firefighters, but like even more so because we lived in the station with these men and women. Firemen. We lived in the station with these men and women. And some of the calls we went on, I saw people pass away from overdoses. I saw car accidents. We saw fires. Wow. These guys, like a big part of my film was I learned a lot about myself and in my family. Like we see firefighters as heroes, but what are they really? They're really just dudes. They're really just people. They're really just people, and nothing prepares you for what you can see and what you're. So a guy puts it in my film great. He was a Fall River firefighter. We went to Fall River as well. And he said, you know, you go to a terrible car accident, maybe where there's a family or a child that dies and you're a father, and you just pulled out this, 7-year-old little girl that passed away in a car accident, and you lay her on the street and cover her with a tarp. He goes, and then what do you expect it to do? Just go back to the station and make yourself a bologna sandwich and continue on with your day? That's what I mean. Like in a place that has ceilings, Fall River has ceilings falling down, like paint peeling. It looks worse. They wouldn't let any other building in the city look the way these firehouses do. He goes, and you just go back and you go like, all right, I'm gonna have a peanut butter and jelly, I guess. Like,
did they ever explain how they get away with it? Like, 'cause there's inspections everywhere, right? Like,
it's
office buildings, restaurants. They all have inspections.
Who inspects them though?
Firefighters. That's why I'm hearing about this. Like, I really knew that.
Someone commented on my the trailer that we posted, right? Because there was a video of Westwood where the smoke detectors are down and there's just holes in this thing. I said, no other building in the city can allow operation without smoke detectors, right? And he said, those lazy guys can't just fix the smoke detector. And I said, it's not the smoke detector, you idiot. The problem is that the ceiling leaks and the rain comes in and shorts out the smoke detectors. And the city said, just get rid of the smoke detectors because they keep shorting out and burning. And the smoke detectors were a fire hazard. in that station.
In the Papee Paye.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So like,
So they don't want to pay for it.
yeah,
They don't want to pay.
they don't want to pay for
Just
fixing the
replace
roof.
the building.
That's crazy, man. That's
All right, guys. Hey, I don't know if you guys are excited to watch this movie. I'm more excited to watch this movie right now. And just,
Look, get even more excited. Look, I'm knocking on my microphone.
We got the announcement real quick.
So
yeah.
because I'm involved in everything, of course. You know how I can't help.
Let's get it, man.
My day one guy.
Business.
Yeah.
I will be hosting
The red carpet.
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Hanover Theater.
My God.
Which, by the way, nobody knows yet. Manny's the host of the red carpet.
That's
And Manny,
right.
I don't even think you know.
I don't
We
know.
have some legitimate
I know.
celebrities
Actually,
coming to this
Ooh.
premiere.
Oh, yeah, I
so
need it.
John got me nervous. He
Yeah.
didn't tell me.
Don't say the names. Don't say the names. Yeah.
Because he just told me, he's like, man, you got a big job coming up.
Literal.
So I'm nervous, and I better get a list so I can do a little bit of homework before.
Yeah, you will.
What can I wear? Like, can I wear like?
I'm wearing a suit
Let's
now.
suit it up.
Yeah.
Wait till y'all see my wait till
Yo,
you
I
out.
might get a suit
You
just
know,
for this.
You always fly. Yeah, you always fly.
I do want to make
Oh.
sure.
We get a red suit for
Yeah.
firefighters.
And I'm telling you, these are people that have like millions and millions of followers that you will be like, oh my God, I can't believe they're in Worcester.
Yeah. Make sure you tune in to Manny J Media
Yeah.
on August 6th because we will be going live at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. for the red carpet.
For the red
Yeah.
carpet, but that's all you're gonna see is just the red carpet.
Yeah.
And then we cutting it off, and I'm going to watch the documentary.
Yeah.
with
You're a
y'all.
real celebrity. Don't say millions of followers. You're a real
Appreciate you.
celebrity.
Appreciate you.
My first
Thank you very
celebrity
much.
interview ever.
Right here.
I will always say that to the day I die.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming here, hanging out with us today. Before we let you sign us off,
Mhm.
one more time, where can people get tickets?
TheHanoverTheater.com, August 6th. Half the proceeds go directly to the Last Call Foundation, and the other half help offset the cost of making this movie.
Baby,
Hopefully, Tom can get paid too,
Yeah.
please.
At some point.
And it's paying me too.
And we're paying Manny, yeah.
One thing we talked about earlier.
I mean, we try to pay everybody for what we do, and like we could make these movies for nothing. We could do this for way cheaper, but like we want to pay the people, pay them as well as we can,
Mhm.
and sometimes it comes at the
Worcester
sacrifice of us, Worcester people. Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
It really is.
So appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Would that be-
all smiles over there, bro? You gonna do your thing.
Exactly.
bro. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that.
I'm not majors. Tell them about the majors.
I don't really want to right now.
Majors are doing great things.
We are doing a lot of great
Dude,
things.
I know about the majors. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, what's the major semi-pro basketball? That's it.
No, it's not that.
What about
Go
the draft?
follow, go support, because we need to get this team up and running
Oh yeah,
ASAP, because Worcester deserves basketball.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
actually doing a free basketball clinic coming up right now. There's a lot of things silently behind the works that we're working on, but it'll be
What are the
exciting.
age ranges for that?
So the age ranges we're going to do from 3 years old all the way
wow.
to 18. That's what I really want to do.
I'm getting my girls in that. My girls love
throw 'em
basketball.
in there. Yeah, throw 'em in there.
Yeah.
It's a free clinic. We're partnering up with. I'm saying too much.
No,
I'm saying too much. No, I have to solidify it first.
Sean.
None. We're good. My shout out Sean Murphy. That's the co-owner. IG Academy, Mr. Motivation. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Definitely to tap you in with.
100%.
Amazing. You probably already met him.
No.
He's a big, strong black dude with a bald head. And
In the locker room.
in a yeah,
He looks like me. I was like, I probably know this guy.
You got the big tattoo. He got the Irish last name.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool things cooking up. I don't really want to talk about it right now until it's solidified. But I just want to say thank you so much for coming on
Thank
the
you
show.
for having me.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I really enjoyed this show. I hope you guys did as well. Part 2
We
definitely
need a part
comes
two,
through. We
yeah.
need him back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're
With
done.
that being said, thank you for watching 5 Hour Live with your host, Papee Paye, Grim Reaper, Fireman Burgess. You know what? Nope, I'm going to you. Yeah.
Not him.
Yep. The best producer in the world, Manny J Media, and shout out my man Tom Dwyer, the man.
Thank you, guys.
He's black, guys.
Great show, gentlemen. Great show, gentlemen.
Nah, I knew it was gonna be a great show. I felt it. As soon as you came in, I